Our next guest is an NBA analyst, a basketball trainer, and a social media influencer. He goes by the name of Cuffs, the legend. And you can follow him on Twitter right there at Cuffs, Cuffs, the legend. What's up, man? Welcome to the Odd Couple.
Chris, what's up, man? It's an honor to talk to you tonight, man.
Thank you, my man. You do a great job on Twitter. We love following you. That's why we brought you on the show. And you've been listening, so we got to ask you, where you at on this? Is it fair to call Giannis the best player in the world right now?
Is it fair? I got to give it to Giannis, man. Like, I was one of those guys for the last couple years that, I had some slander for Giannis because I felt like, to be honest with you, he has one of the ugliest games of any superstar that we can ever remember. Like, his game is ugly. His game is ugly.
I don't think his game is ugly outside of his J to me. Ouch. His little J and three-pointer and free throws is ugly, but the rest of it, I don't think it's that bad.
Giannis, aesthetically, his game is not real smooth. It's not a pleasure to watch sometimes. I mean, I give him a lot of credit, man, because I said this on Twitter even last night. Any coach on any level of basketball, from the youth level, college level, pro level, would love to have a competitor like Giannis, and that's what I admire most about Giannis. I've grown to like that in this playoff run and the finals run. But I got to slow down a little bit, man. I want people to slow down and kind of unpack this, because we made a mistake 2 years ago in 2019 when we held Kawhi Leonard as the best player in the world. We kind of got caught up in the moment as fans because, we only remember like the last championship sometimes. So I want everybody just to slow down a little bit with the Giannis is the best player in the world. And he's in the top 5 now, top 3 or 4 or 5 right now. But he's not a better basketball player than Kevin Durant by any means, Chris.
Well, what I would say is what I liked about Giannis in these finals is that he was playing to his strengths. Yeah. Like, he has showcased his weaknesses too much. You know what I'm saying? Like being a point forward, shooting too many jumpers, too many threes. If he is intent on dominating the interior and taking the occasional jumper, or when he's out on the perimeter making the right pass or the right play, that's when I think he could be the best player in the world. But if he's going to be out there shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought he did that against Phoenix. Yeah, I agree. I said it a couple days ago. I said, my dad even said that when we watched the games together, he's like, man, Giannis, if he stops shooting those bailout threes, he's absolutely unguardable. So every time I see Giannis shoot a three, I kind of equate that to seeing Tom Brady scramble out of the pocket. You should not be doing that. You should never. Nah, that's fair. You should never see Tom Brady trying to scramble like Mike Vick. So, man, Giannis, I got a new respect for Giannis, but I wouldn't put him ahead of a healthy LeBron. I think people fail to realize that before LeBron hurt his ankle, he was the MVP of the league, arguably, before he got hurt. And I feel like people just automatically assuming that LeBron is washed up and he's starting to decline. He's not the same player as he was in 2013 or even a couple of years ago, but his IQ is so supreme, man, that I feel like we kind of getting a little too ahead of ourselves by putting Giannis on that mantle already. But I think next season, man, is going to be fireworks because, like, this season right here, man, it really came down to the guys who were healthiest. Like everybody's been saying it, but I haven't seen Giannis beat a super team. You seeing people say that he don't have a super team either. But he's playing like he's going to war with a bunch of superstars. Okay, let me ask you this, Chris. Do you think Giannis and the Bucks? Do you think they advance past Brooklyn if Harden and Kyrie? No, I think Brooklyn's the best team in the league if they're healthy, no doubt. But again, that's not really a fair fight. That's one superstar against 3. So I'm not going to hold it against Giannis if he can't get past Brooklyn. I mean, LeBron beat the 73-9 Warriors, Chris. Well, he had 2 superstars, too. Kyrie was a superstar. He had one. Kyrie ain't a superstar? Yeah, he had one. That's one. All right, but hold on. Kevin Love, because people be dissing Kevin. Let me finish.
Exactly.
Kevin Love was putting up Moses Malone numbers in Minnesota. Yep. Kevin Love was ranked by ESPN as the 7th best player in the league. That's why LeBron wanted him.
So,
and my point is that as a third option that gives you 16 and 10, you don't get much better as a third option than 16 and 10. And with LeBron, that third option definitely going to be dropped off, just like Bosh did.
This is not any indictment on Kevin Love. I love Kevin Love in his prime. He did a great job for the Cavs. But before LeBron James came to Cleveland again for the second tenure, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving had never, ever sniffed the playoffs. So how is that a super team?
Because Kyrie Irving was a superstar.
He had never.
And then Kevin Love was, at that point, Kevin Love had made 2 All-NBA teams.
No,
come on, man! You can't diss him like that.
Yeah, if I could,
I'm not dissing him.
Yeah, if I could chime in here,
and remember that was the Golden State team without Kevin Durant. So they had one superstar. They had Steph Curry
and Klay.
Draymond Green was a second-round pick.
Klay Thompson was a star, man.
He's a star.
Not a superstar.
He wasn't a superstar yet, but he's a star. Yeah,
he was at the same. Okay, let me say this.
So it was fair. It was a fair fight.
It was a fair fight. So
easily,
Chris Middleton. What do we really define Chris Middleton? Because that's the part that a lot of people are not understanding. We're
he's
acting
a star.
like
I think VJ don't even think he's a star.
He's a good player.
Bro, he's a good player. Like anytime you score 40 in the finals, you're not a good basketball player.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That doesn't make you. First of all, what's going on, Cuss the Legend? VJ Vernon Huskey, the Big Vanilla, funny here. Yes, it does. It does. It doesn't. That doesn't mean you're a superstar, or star, because you have one game where you drop 40. Especially in today's league, where once again you train people. You are in the guts of this, man. You come from the hot gyms, and so you see it a lot deeper than a lot of other people do. You know they don't guard the same these days. You know you can run around free. Everybody switches on pick and roll. Nobody fights over. That's why it was such a surprise to see Holiday fight. The series changed when the Bucks defensively stopped switching on pick and roll. And anything that they tried to pick up. Once Holiday started fighting through the pick and roll and was staying with his guy, that's what we were used to seeing. You saw the offense from Phoenix struggle. In today's game where everybody switches and you can just run 3 pick and rolls in a row until you get the guy on you that you want, a big slow center, then you could go ahead and do your thing and put some points up. But I don't think that makes him an even a star. And to your Kyrie point and Love point, I just feel like that opinion of, well, they didn't do this until they got this, and you could say that about so many great players and superstars in the NBA over the history of the game that didn't get to a certain point or didn't make it to the playoffs until they actually got some players that could play with them. That's not a knock. We need to stop making that a knock in sports.
I think the Milwaukee Bucks are a lot better team than people are trying. They're trying to. I feel like
I give you that, but you ain't about to agree with Steven Jackson and say they're a super team.
Oh hell no! They're definitely not a super team. Like they're not a super team. No.
Okay,
no.
Yeah, just making sure.
Okay,
just making sure.
Just let me say this. Everybody listening, just wait a little while. Let's wait until next season, and let's see Giannis go through that gauntlet when he has to go through a healthy Brooklyn Nets. Because remember, Giannis just lost to them.
Through them. Yeah, if they help,
okay.
I disagree on that.
But that don't mean Kevin Durant is better, and that's arguable. I'm just saying, come on, man. If you give me Giannis, Harden, and Kyrie, you don't think that team will rock everybody's world?
Oh, no, I don't agree on the Brooklyn thing as easy as everybody else. I think it's easy to look at those 3 guys and go, yeah, they would go through everybody. But Brooklyn had issues.
He just lost last year in the bubble to the Miami Heat in 5 games. And now we're talking about he the best player in the world. 1 month ago,
improvement?
But he did improve. But Chris, 1 month ago, we were saying Kevin Durant is the unequivocal best player on earth. 1 month ago when he dropped 49, 17, and 10 against Giannis. 1 month ago, he was the best. Now, fast forward.
I don't think everybody was saying that. Some people are still holding on to LeBron.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, people still holding on to LeBron.
Look, KD was great, and Harden abandoned him in that Game 7. I'm going to give you that. But KD also went 0 for 6 in the overtime. People just brush over that. And Giannis did beast him in the post on that jump hook.
I think Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is a better. Let me make this point. I think Anthony Davis is a better basketball player than Giannis, but Giannis plays harder.
Absolutely. AD don't bring it every night. which I'm disappointed in. Yeah.
I said this on Twitter today, and I'm an AD fan, Laker fan, Braun, my boy, but I got to keep it real, man. I need to see some footage on Twitter, Instagram, or somewhere. I need to see Anthony Davis training with some Navy SEALs or something. I got to see some workout footage because that's the only attribute that he's missing is that supreme work ethic, that like being in top shape.
To fight through those little nagging injuries, be in tip-top shape. Absolutely.
And that was Shaq's problem. Prime Shaq, Shaq should have like 7 rings right now if he was in top shape.
Yeah, Shaq was just so big and dominant, he could play through it. But, we could be on all night, brothers, which just means we're going to bring you on again, man. Great stuff. We love the discussion. Keep up the great work on Twitter. You can follow him at Cuffs the Legend. And we'll get you on again, man. We appreciate the time.
Hey, man, I'm humbled to be on, man. Thank you.